My fiancé said, "My friends think you're not husband material." I replied, "Good to know then." Then I put our marriage license on hold, stopped performing for her friends, watched her best friend expose the truth, and I just watched as the wedding fell apart before she realized I was done. You are listening to AF Tales. This story is about one moment. My fiancé said, "My friends think you're not husband material," and honestly, they might be right. I said, "Good to know." Then I put the marriage license on hold. As you listen, ask yourself whether you would have still gone through with the wedding. I am Lucas, 34, and I spent 3 years building a relationship with someone who was quietly auditioning me for a role I did not know I was trying out for. This is the story of when I realized I was failing an exam I never agreed to take. I met Kayla when I was 31. She was charismatic, beautiful, with this magnetic energy that pulled people in. We clicked right away. After a year, we moved in together. 6 months ago, we got engaged. I honestly thought we were solid. I thought we were partners, walking in the same direction. Looking back, the warning signs were there. I just did not recognize them as warnings. Kayla had a close friend group, 3 women she had known since college. They were always together. Girls' nights every Thursday. Weekend brunches. A constant stream of group chat messages on her phone. I did not mind. Everyone needs their people. But over the last year, I started to notice a pattern. After being with her friends, she would come home different, sharper, more critical. She would point out things about me that suddenly needed fixing. My job was not ambitious enough. My clothes were too casual. I needed to be more social, more assertive, more something. "It is just feedback," she would say when I pushed back. "I am trying to help you be better." "Better for who?" I asked once. "For us. For our future," she said. "That sounds reasonable on the surface, but there is a big difference between growing together and being slowly redesigned." 3 weeks ago, we were having a normal Tuesday dinner at home. I had made pasta. We were drinking wine, talking about wedding logistics. The ceremony was scheduled for September, 4 months away. "I had lunch with the girls today," Kayla said, twirling her fork. "Yeah," I asked. "We were talking about relationships, marriages, what makes them work." "Okay," I said. "They brought up some concerns about us," she said. I set my fork down. "Concerns?" I asked. "About whether you are really husband material, like long-term husband material." The words hit me like cold water. "What does that mean?" I asked. "It means they see things, Lucas. Things I might be too close to see. Like how you are comfortable in your job but not really pushing for more. How you are fine with staying in instead of networking and building connections. How you do not really fit into certain social situations." "Those are their concerns," I asked, "or yours?" She hesitated. "Both, maybe, I do not know. They made some good points and honestly they might be right." I looked at her. This woman I was supposed to marry in 4 months was telling me her friends did not think I was good enough, and she was leaving the door open for them being right. "Good to know," I said quietly. "Do not be like that," she said. "I am being honest with you. Is that not what we are supposed to do?" "There is honesty," I said, "and then there is telling your fiancé that your friends think he is not husband material and you agree they might be right." "I did not say I agree completely," she replied. "You said they might be right," I said. "That is agreeing." We finished dinner in tense silence. That night, I could not sleep. I lay there thinking about the idea that my engagement came with a panel of judges I had never met and I was failing their test. The next morning, I called the county clerk's office. We had submitted our marriage license application 2 weeks earlier. I put it on hold. I told them we needed more time. I did not tell Kayla. I wanted to see what happened if I stopped performing for an audience I had not signed up for. The next 2 weeks were very revealing. I stopped trying so hard. Stopped dressing up for casual dinners with her friends. Stopped forcing myself to go to networking events that drained me. I stopped trying to be whoever Kayla and her friends wanted and just went back to being myself. Kayla noticed right away. "Why are you being so withdrawn?" she asked. "Are you upset about what I said? You are acting different." I am acting like myself, I said. Well, she replied, maybe that is the problem. That should have been my sign to walk away right then. But I was still trying to understand how we had gotten here. Then came the party. Her friend Melissa had gotten a big promotion. They threw a celebration at a downtown bar. All of Kayla's core group was there, plus their partners and co-workers. Kayla insisted I come. You need to make an effort with my friends, she said. Show them you can be social. I am not auditioning for them, Kayla, I said. Aren't you though? She answered. They are important to me. Their opinion matters. That line told me more than she realized. I went. I stood around with a beer, made small talk, watched Kayla work the room like she was campaigning for office. Around 10, I stepped outside for some air. That is when Melissa found me. She has been Kayla's best friend since college. She planned the bachelorette party. She is the one whose opinion seems to carry the most weight. Lucas, can we talk? She asked. Sure, I said. She looked uncomfortable, fidgeting with her drink. I need to tell you something, she said. Something Kayla said last night. My stomach tightened. Okay, I said. We were at Thursday drinks, she said. The conversation turned to weddings and partners. Kayla started talking about you. What did she say? I asked. Melissa took a breath. She said she is not sure she wants to marry you, Melissa said. That she loves you, but she is worried you are not going to be the kind of husband she needs. That you are too content, too comfortable, not ambitious enough. That she has been trying to push you to be better, but you are resistant. She said all this to you, I asked, to all of you. Yes, Melissa said. We were honestly shocked. Because from what we have seen, you are a good guy. You treat her well. You are stable and kind. But Kayla kept saying those things are not enough, that she needs someone who is going to be a power couple with her, someone who is going to elevate her socially and professionally. I felt like the ground moved under my feet. Why are you telling me this? I asked. Because I have been watching you tonight, Melissa said, and I have been watching Kayla, and I realized something. She is trying to turn you into someone you are not. And honestly, I do not think the person she wants you to be actually exists, or if he does, he is not you. So what? I asked. You are giving me permission to leave. I am telling you that the things we supposedly said about you, that was not us, she said. That was her. She was projecting her own doubts onto our friend group. I never said you were not husband material. None of us did. We were confused when she brought it up because we actually like you. The world tilted a little. She made it up, I said. Not completely, Melissa said. She asked leading questions, fished for validation of concerns she already had. When we did not give her what she wanted, she sort of rephrased our answers in her head. Turned he seems happy in his job into he is not ambitious. Turned he is more introverted into he does not fit socially. She built a story where we agreed with her doubts when we never actually did. Why are you telling me this now? I asked. Because she is my best friend, Melissa said. But that does not mean I am going to watch her sabotage something good because it does not match some fantasy. You deserve to know the truth. Thank you for telling me, I said. What are you hoping I will do with this? I do not know, she said. For what it is worth, I think you are exactly husband material, just maybe not for Kayla. Sometimes the most honest feedback comes from someone who has nothing to gain either way. I went back inside. Kayla was in the middle of a circle of friends, laughing at something on someone's phone. She looked happy, like someone who was not questioning her entire engagement. I watched her for a few minutes, tried to see the person I fell in love with 3 years ago, tried to see when this turned into measuring up instead of building together. We left the party around midnight. In the car, Kayla was buzzing. That was fun, she said. Did you have a good time? Melissa told me something interesting, I said. Her smile faded a little. What? She asked. She told me what you said Thursday night, I said. About not being sure you want to marry me, about me not being the kind of husband you need. The car went quiet. Kayla stared straight ahead. She told you that, she said. She thought I should know, I replied. She had no right, Kayla said. She had every right, I said. I am your fiancé, or I was. I am not sure what I am now. Lucas, I was just venting, she said. Everyone vents about their partners. Doubts are normal. There is venting, I said, and then there is telling your friends you do not think I am good enough, that I am not ambitious enough, not social enough, not enough. Then coming home and putting it on your friends. They think you are not husband material. I did not say you were not good enough, she said. You said I am not husband material, I replied. Those were your words, and you blamed them on your friends when it was you all along. She pulled the car over 3 blocks from our apartment. She turned to face me. I could see her thinking, trying to find a version of this where she was the victim. I have doubts sometimes, she said. Is that so wrong? Everyone has doubts before getting married. Doubts are normal, I said. Systematically trying to change your partner into someone else because you are ashamed of who they really are is not normal. I am not ashamed of you, she said. You told your friends I am too comfortable in my job, I said. Too content with my life. That I do not fit into your social world. You have spent the last year giving me feedback that is just criticism in a nicer tone. You created this story where your friends all share your concerns when they do not. How do I know they do not? Because Melissa told me what you did. She said you twisted their words to back up what you already believed. Kayla's face went pale. She said that, Kayla whispered. Yes, I said. So now I am wondering, have you been lying to me this whole time, or have you been lying to yourself? I have not been lying, she said. I want us to be better. I want us to be the kind of couple people admire. Why? I asked. Why does it matter what other people think of us that much? Because it does, she said. Because I have worked hard to build my career, my network, my reputation. I need a partner who is going to elevate that, not just keep things level. Then you need to find someone else, I said, because I am not interested in being your accessory. We broke up that night. We sat in the car for another hour going back and forth. She tried to soften her words, said she was stressed about the wedding, that she did not mean everything she said. But we both knew we had crossed a line we could not uncross. 3 days later, I moved out. I stayed with my brother while I looked for a new place. The wedding was canceled. We lost some deposits. Mutual friends had to pick a side. The interesting part was that several of Kayla's own friends reached out to me privately. Melissa and 2 others from that core group. Every single one of them said some version of the same thing, that Kayla had been spiraling for months. That she had been creating problems where there were none. That she had started measuring our relationship against some impossible power couple standard no real couple could live up to. She has been watching too many Instagram couples, one friend said. She started believing that real relationships should look like that. Matching outfits, big careers, constant achievements. She lost sight of what actually matters, another said. The marriage license I had put on hold ended up expiring before we could do anything with it. I never had to officially cancel it. It was a small relief in the middle of a mess. It has been 5 months now. I am in a smaller apartment that is completely mine. I started therapy to work through what it did to me to spend a year being told I was not enough. I started dating again, slowly and carefully. Kayla tried to reach out a few times. Texts asking for closure. Messages saying we could work through things if I was willing to meet her halfway. I did not respond. There was no halfway between being myself and being who she wanted me to be. Through mutual friends, I heard she is dating someone new. A guy in finance who checks all her boxes. Ambitious, well-connected, loves the social scene. I genuinely hope she is happy. I also hope she does not spend their relationship trying to optimize him into someone else. Melissa and I still talk sometimes. She apologized for not speaking up sooner. Said she did not realize how far things had gone until that party. I do not blame her. Loyalty to friends is complicated. Watching someone you care about make bad choices is hard. Most people hope their friend will figure it out on their own. The moment I keep coming back to is that dinner. My friends think you are not husband material. She said it so casually, like it was a piece of feedback I should take on board and fix. But it was never her friends. It was her. It had always been her. The saddest part is that I would have kept bending. If I had not put that marriage license on hold, if Melissa had not pulled me aside, I would have married someone who was quietly embarrassed by who I am. And I would have spent our whole marriage trying to be enough for someone whose idea of enough kept moving. So maybe I am not husband material, not for Kayla. Maybe being husband material means finding someone who actually wants you as you are, not an upgraded version they hope to build. I do not regret putting that license on hold. I do not regret walking away. Here are some lessons from this story. Lesson 1. If your partner treats you like a project to fix rather than a person to love, that is not growth. That is control dressed up as feedback. Lesson 2. When someone says, "My friends think you are not good enough," look closely. Often, those friends are just a cover for their own doubts. Lesson 3. You cannot build a healthy marriage on the hope that you will one day become the person your partner secretly wishes you were. Lesson 4. Doubts before marriage can be normal. Turning those doubts into a constant campaign to change your partner is a sign of deep incompatibility. Lesson 5. Losing deposits and plans hurts, but staying in a life where you are treated like a fixer-upper hurts much more and for much longer. What would you have done if your fiancé told you their friends did not think you were husband or wife material? Would you have stayed and tried to prove them wrong or walked away before the wedding? Share your thoughts in the comments.